Hey, welcome in, guys. Today we're going to make some delicious air-fried pork chops. Simple recipe. Let's get into these ingredients and let's get started. All right, guys, we have 5 beautiful, fairly thick pork chops that we're going to be working with today. You can see how pretty they are. They've already been washed and cleaned and everything like that, so all there's left for us to do is to season them up right now. So these are what you consider center cut chops or pork porterhouses. What we're going to use to season them is some Longhorn grill seasoning. I love this stuff. It's really, really good. We're going to use some black pepper, coarse ground, and then we're going to use some garlic powder as well, and a little bit of flour on top. Now that's optional. I'll put on just to add a little bit of a crust to our pork chops, but you can leave that out if you want to. So what we're going to do, though, we're going to go ahead and hit these pork chops fairly liberally with that grill seasoning. Like I said, this stuff is really, really good. It's fantastic on steaks. It's fantastic on pork and chicken. So if you can find it, go ahead and pick some up. I actually got this little bottle at Dollar Tree, but I believe you can find bigger bottles on Amazon. And it's not expensive, and it's well worth it. So we give those a liberal coat. Then we're going to come with the black pepper. And again, we're going to go fairly heavy with the black pepper. Now that's optional. Like I always say in our videos, I love black pepper. If you're not as big of a fan as black pepper, you can, go a little lighter if you want. Then we're going to go pretty liberal with our garlic powder as well. And as my man Stelly at Stelly Grills and Chills say, we're just going to make it rain on it real quick. So again, now we're just going to add, I'm just going to put a little bit of flour on the top. Like I said, you can leave this off if you want to, but it does help give it a little bit of a crust similar to a fried pork chop. And I love fried pork chops, so that's the reason why I did that, but you don't have to if you don't like. And you can see I didn't put very much on there, just a really, really thin layer. So we're going to just rub it in, and then I'm going to flip them over and repeat the process. So when I'm done seasoning the other side, I'll bring you guys back in. All right, guys, I got my racks out of my air fryer. Again, I have a Power Air Fryer Oven XL. That's what I'm using. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to oil up my racks, and then we're going to go ahead and place down our chops. We're going to put 3 of them on one rack and 2 on the other. That way I can make sure that I have proper airflow and that everything cooks evenly. And again, halfway through the cook, we're going to flip the chops over, and I'm going to rotate the racks, just like I did in the wing video, which, by the way, you can see by hitting the iCard up top. Also, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and leave a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. All right, getting finished up, and just like the other ones, we're going to add just a little thin layer of oil to the top to help with getting them golden brown. Then we're going to go into our air fryer, 370 degrees, 15 minutes on the first side. All right, guys, this has been the first 15 minutes, and you can see how they've got that nice golden brown color on the top side. We're just going to go ahead and give them a flip. And again, I'm going to rotate my racks for the next 15 minutes to make sure that everything is cooked. And we're going to make sure that we don't dry these things out. But for these thick chops, 15 per side was good enough. All right, guys, our chops are finished, and you can see how pretty and golden brown they are, just like you fried them in a pan of grease, but not nearly the fat. So this is a really, really good way to do chops if you like chops like I do and are trying to be a little bit healthier. They turned out great. Just look at that. Spot on. All right, y'all, let's get ready for this first bite. Chop has turned out well. We've got some yellow rice and Brussels sprouts to go with it. You can see how moist and juicy that chop is on the inside. Turned out perfectly, just like we wanted. Since a kid, pork chops have always been my favorite food. Love them to death. Let's go ahead and get a bite. That thing was so good. Juicy, just like it came out of some fresh grease. Really, really enjoyed them. They were fantastic, guys. Guys, if you enjoyed the content today, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'd really appreciate it. Till the next time, God bless.